10 years had passed since the prophecy of Sandan's fate was whispered on the day of the grand celebration. In this time, Dana married and started a family of her own with 5 children, while her siblings scattered across Papua New Guinea, building lives in different provinces. Sandan, the youngest of Muam's children, sought a brighter future. He left Laiagam to live with one of his elder sisters in Kim, West New Britain province, where her husband worked in the oil palm plantations. Sandan's sister, now a mother of 4, supported his dream of finding a better life. Determined to explore new opportunities, Sandan shared his ambition to travel to Port Moresby, the bustling capital city. His sister agreed to let her eldest son, Kila, accompany him on this daring journey. Together, they boarded a ship and sailed toward the vast unknown. Upon arriving in Port Moresby, they sought refuge with Sandan's uncle, a successful businessman and a cousin of Muam. Delighted to see his relatives, Sandan's uncle welcomed them warmly and offered them a place to stay in his compound at 6 Mile. Sandan worked hard, earning his uncle's admiration. But fate, as foretold long ago, was drawing ever closer. The tragedy at Gaho. Sandan's uncle was a man of influence but also a magnet for conflict. With multiple wives and relatives managing his businesses, tensions often brewed under the surface. One fateful evening, a party at the Gaho compound spiraled into chaos. A disagreement erupted between the uncle's relatives and men from Karema over one of the women, an in-law of Sandan's uncle. The argument turned violent, and in a tragic twist, one of the Karema men killed the uncle's brother. In retaliation, the enraged relatives attacked, leaving 7 men from Karema dead. The bloodshed sent shockwaves through Port Moresby, and the police launched an intense manhunt for those involved. Unaware of the tragedy unfolding at Gaho, Sandan stayed with young Kila at the 6 Mile compound. When the police arrived, they swept through the properties in search of suspects. Sandan, oblivious to the crime, was handcuffed and dragged away. As he was laid away, he whispered to Kila, "Run. Save yourself." Interrogated in a remote savannah at 7 Mile, Sandan was beaten mercilessly. Despite his pleas of innocence, the police refused to believe him. Eventually, he was sent to the town jail, awaiting trial. Branded as one of the perpetrators, Sandan was convicted and sentenced to Bomana prison for crimes he did not commit. In prison, Sandan endured unimaginable hardships. Labeled as a dangerous criminal, he became a target for inmates plotting revenge. One day, while walking to the dining hall, the group of men ambushed him, stabbing him in the abdomen. Left for dead, Sandan's body was sent to the morgue at Port Moresby General Hospital. While inspecting the lifeless bodies, a morgue worker noticed something unusual. A faint movement in the bag holding Sandan's body caught her attention. Initially terrified, she gathered her courage and unzipped the bag, discovering that Sandan's heart still beat faintly. Medical staff rushed to save him, stopping the bleeding and stabilizing his condition. Sandan survived but fell into a deep coma. For a year, he lay in the hospital under heavy police surveillance. When word of Sandan's plight reached Anna and Muam, they traveled to Port Moresby, desperate to seek justice. Yet Muam, now an aging seer, reminded Anna of the prophecy and urged her to let go of her anger. The burden of Sandan's suffering weighed heavily on his family. Muam, heartbroken by his son's fate, passed away shortly after visiting the hospital. Sandan's elder brother, Tambipin, also succumbed to grief, unable to bear the sight of his youngest sibling confined to a wheelchair, abandoned by justice. Years passed before the truth finally emerged. Witnesses came forward, exonerating Sandan. After prolonged court battles, he was released from prison and compensated by the government for the wrongful conviction and mistreatment. By then, Sandan's health had deteriorated, leaving him reliant on a walking stick. Today, Sandan resides in his wife's village in Wapenamanda, raising 6 children, 3 adults and 3 still in their mother's care. Despite the hardships, he remains a symbol of resilience, performing small jobs to support his family. His life, scarred by betrayal and misfortune, serves as a powerful tale of fate and perseverance. Anna, now the matriarch of her family, often reflects on her father's words. She has let go of her rage, honoring the seer's wisdom. The family of Muam, once bound by prophecy, now carries forward their legacy with strength and unity. The lesson behind the story. This story carries profound lessons about fate, resilience, and the power of forgiveness. Acceptance of fate, life's hardships, as painful as they may be, often unfold beyond our control. Muam's wisdom in accepting his son's destiny shows the importance of finding peace even in the face of sorrow. Resilience through adversity. Sandan's journey is a testament to human resilience. Despite enduring unimaginable suffering, he found the strength to survive, rebuild his life, and provide for his family. Forgiveness over revenge. Anna's decision to release her anger and forgive those who wronged Sandan reflects the strength of character and the value of breaking cycles of vengeance. The burden of secrets. While Muam and Anna kept the prophecy a secret to protect their family, the burden of foreknowledge weighed heavily on them, highlighting the complexity of carrying unseen truths. Hope amid despair. Sandan's revival in the morgue and eventual vindication remind us that even in the darkest times, hope can emerge, and justice, though delayed, can prevail. This tale resonates as a reminder that life's challenges are opportunities to grow, forgive, and persevere, even when the road is harsh and uncertain.